Welcome to 2 Cents, a 4-minute game show. I'm your host, Joe. To save time, we have rules and info in the description section below. Kirk Cousins to the Vikings, yay or nay, Ron?
I think the Vikings just made a big mistake. Kirk Cousins is a 500 career quarterback, where Case Keenum won 11 games last year with him and brought them to put the one game into the Super Bowl.
Chris?
I agree 100%. I think Cousins isn't as, superb, as great as everyone makes him out to be. I thought that they should have kept Case Keenum. He brought them to the NFC Championship. I believe they made a mistake, so I'm going to say nay.
Chris, you mentioned Case Keenum. He's going to the Broncos. What do you think?
I think that's a big yay. With the season he had last year, I think that's a big plus. After the Broncos Manning retiring, they really couldn't find someone to bring them back to success.
Ron?
That's yay.
I also like Keenum going to the Broncos. I think, he's got a lot of talent, a lot of young talent. Won 11 games last year for the Vikings, and he's just got a bright future ahead of him. I mean, if the Broncos can come up offensively, they can be good with their defense.
Buy or sell, Cleveland Browns after making a bunch of moves. Are they contenders? Chris?
I don't think they're contenders this year. I say give them a year, maybe two, and I think they're going to make a run.
Ron?
I don't think the Browns are contenders either. They got two things that are against them: the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens.
New York Jets, are they retooling or rebuilding? Chris?
I think they're rebuilding. I feel with the signing with Bridgewater, they let Wilkerson go. I feel like, in a sense, they kind of gave up on past glories, and I feel they're trying to make
Ron?
for the future.
Defense, they're retooling. They made some great moves defensively. However, offensively, they're still looking the biggest thing that they need: a quarterback.
A.J. McCarron going to the Buffalo Bills. Is he their savior, Ron?
Well, yes and no. McCarron's better than what they had. I think he's better than Tyrod. But overall, McCarron still has to prove himself. He was a backup in Cincinnati. He didn't play many games. So we'll see what he has.
Draft, bust or must. Who goes number 1 overall, Ron?
I personally like Josh Allen going number 1. A couple of weeks ago, I might have said Barkley going number 1 as a running back, but the Browns did make a couple little moves there with their running back. But I just like Josh Allen as the overall number 1 pick.
Chris?
I like Allen the best, but from what I've been reading, they believe that Sam Darnold's the most pro-ready. So I feel like Cleveland, if they want to make the move to be a serious team, then they got to go for the now, and they got to go Sam Darnold.
Chris, do you think there's a franchise player in this upcoming NFL draft?
I do. I think Josh Allen, maybe not right away, but I feel he will be a big he will be a quarterback that to be reckoned with. And Barkley, nothing like I've ever seen before. I think Barkley's going to be the next best thing.
Ron?
The reason Alabama wins championships is not because of Nick Saban, but because of Nick Saban's defense. And he has a player there, Minkah Fitzpatrick. This kid's got all the talent that you need defensively. He can play a couple positions: cornerback, safety. The kid's going to do it.
Final thoughts, Ron?
And there's one player out there in the draft that I particularly really like myself. He's a quarterback from Oklahoma State. His name is Mason Randolph. This kid is 6'5", 230 pounds, strong arm, and he's just got a lot of field abilities where he sees the whole field.
Chris?
I think there's 3 teams that I think are going to make a big splash. I feel the biggest one is going to probably be the Giants. It's only a matter of time before they make a couple big moves, and I feel they'll be back into the contention.
We're going to have our 2 cent winner. Goes to Ron.
It's about time.